What's up, guys? James here, Southwest Ohio Outdoors. Kind of want to go through a rundown of what I'm taking with me out into the field this year for 2020. Um, no surprise, I'm actually added a few things to my repertoire, and I'm excited to try them out. So let's jump into this, shall we? Um, so Ohio's bow season opens in 3 days. It's like a kid waiting on Christmas for me. So kind of want to talk about the arrow I'm taking with me this year. It's by ArrowTech. They're a newer company out of California. I'm taking the MT300. They are a 12.2 grain per inch arrow. Shooting them in 300 spine. These are probably the best arrow I've shot next to anything Gold Tip produces, and I'm talking Pierce Platinum Tours, their Airstrike series, the Kinetic Chaos. I mean, all of those arrows are phenomenal, but this, it ranks right up there. And for a new company that's just hitting the market with a vast array of different styles of arrows, you have target shafts, you have micro diameters, you have, smaller micro diameters, the .166 arrows. I've seen these guys at ASA events. I talked to them. I actually was added to their field staff. So I can't wait to actually try these arrows out, get them out into the woods. I'm actually throwing a 150 grain S-Series iron will on the front of these for this season. I shot them the other day. They fly phenomenally. Just like my field points, my bow's pretty well tuned. I mean, I'm holding a 3-inch group at 60 yards with my broadheads, which for a 4-blade fixed head, that's pretty phenomenal. So those arrows, I'm looking forward to getting them out in the field, seeing how they perform. The other broadheads I'm taking with me this year are the Magnus Stingers. I only have 2 of them in my quiver right now because it's a 5-arrow quiver. 3 iron wills, 2 Magnus Stingers. As far as off-the-shelf quality, they're razor sharp. They're guaranteed for life. If you bend or break or damage in any way, you send them back to Mike at Magnus and he will send you a new head. They do sell replacement blades. You can sharpen them. There's just not enough time for me to go through all the positive things I could say about the Magnus heads. Guys over there do a great job. Their team, their production quality is second to none. Just like the iron will stuff, their stuff is phenomenal. It is also guaranteed for life. If you're looking to change broadheads and you're trying to decide, those are 2 good ones to go with. What else am I throwing in my pack this year? Gotta have a grunt call, right? So I'm sticking with my Illusion Systems extinguisher. 3 positions, fawn, doe, and buck. Real easy, super simple, quiet, slide up, slide down. Pretty easy to get done. Another thing I'm excited about this year that I didn't have with me last year are these Flex Tone Rattle Bone rattling antlers. They fit together real nice with each other. So, see, they stack pretty well, stay pretty close together. My plan is to take a piece of paracord, tie them together. That way I can either hang them around my neck or hang them off of one of my my tree hooks or something along those lines, to where if the rope's long enough, I can just do my rattling sequence and then let it hang back against the tree and play that game with that. So a big thing for us bow hunters, and I've struggled with it for a couple years now, is scent control. You always got to play the wind. Your best benefit is playing the wind, and and taking advantage of, your thermals and the way the wind is blowing, and if you're blowing straight into the bedding or straight into the food source, you want to be able to mask your scent as well as you can, because sometimes on small land, I know hunting 30 acres or less, you don't really have a whole lot of stand options. So being able to control your scent and mask your scent as best you can is beneficial, because sometimes wind swirls and what have you. So this year I went with the Scent Killer body wash. I'm going to try it out. For the last couple years, I had been using the Dead Downwind body and hair wash. Not to say that I'm turning my allegiances away from Dead Downwind, because their products are amazing. It's just trying something different to see if it's the same, because I like to test, and I like to see what all works out there. And by the same token, I have the Scent Killer clothing wash. I'm excited to see how this works again. Start washing our clothes probably tomorrow. Get them hanging outside, let them dry, and then spray them down with a good, a good cover scent, either Dead Downwind field spray or something along those lines. I did jump on the bandwagon. I bought an Ozone bag by Scent Crusher. Hopefully, I'm putting this to the test as well, to see just how well the Ozone bag works to de-scent our clothes. I know I've run it a couple times. I went squirrel hunting with it a couple times already this year, and not really testing it on squirrels, but I mean, it worked. I mean, I killed 2 squirrels. And then last but not least, probably the biggest addition to the gear this year is my ozonic system that I purchased. Now, I'm really excited to see how this works. This is the HR 230, and it comes with a couple different mounting options. This screws into the tree, and then your ozonic system sits on the silver part, and it just slides into this mounting bracket that you screw onto the ozonic system, and it just clicks on, and it's pretty stable. And then this will hang above my head and drop the ozone down into my scent cone, so that it tricks the olfactory senses in the deer's nose to kind of mask that human scent. And I've watched a bunch of videos from the ozonics people, and I'm kind of excited to get this going and have this on my pack and turn it on as I'm walking to my stand, and kind of have it masking my scent as I'm walking in, and putting the ozone out into the environment, so that if a deer walks the same path I'm walking, the ozone is down. O3 is heavier than O2, so it kind of it sits over top of whatever. And I'm actually pretty excited to see how it works. They're not this channel has no sponsors except for myself. So if it's not a product I don't believe in or want to try or think, oh, that's cool, I want to get that, it won't be featured on the channel, because I'm spending my own money to put this stuff out, give guys reviews, and provide the feedback to you guys that are watching the channel. And that's it. That's really all the new stuff I'm taking with me. The big switch this year was, the heavier arrow setups, and, changing from the mechanical heads and the light fast arrows. But for that, I got to thank the Ashby Foundation. Their research helped me kind of give me the shove I needed towards the information and all that. But another channel that you guys should check out, I'm going to plug it because it's got me where I am now with my arrow setups and stuff like that, is the Ranch Fairy channel, the Hunting Public channel. Anything those guys are putting out, they are 100%. That is what I believe in, and I'm not going to remake videos they've made just because I don't have to. They did a fantastic job tuning their arrows. If you watch the Ranch Fairies high FOC arrow building, that's exactly what I did. I don't feel like I need to go back and remake that video and show you guys how I went through the process, because if you watch his video, I went through that exact process. So, you know, that's a little about what I'm taking with me. I hope you guys are going to have some success. I hope you're excited. Like I said, we got 3 days to wait, and it's like a kid waiting on Christmas. I'm excited to put this stuff to the test, and I hope you guys are going to have safe, successful years. So, like always, be safe, shoot straight, and have a great day.